Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're really tuned into the Eagles, you know that this offseason has been nothing short of transformative. We've seen a lot of movement, some surprises, and a lot of strategic decisions that could define the team's trajectory for the upcoming season. And one of the most intriguing pieces of news that's been making waves recently is the Philadelphia Eagles' latest move, signing Matthew Judon. That's right, the Eagles are making a bold statement, and it might just be the move that takes their defense to the next level. Let's take a moment to reflect on what this means. The Eagles have been building a formidable roster, especially on the defensive side. We all know how important the pass rush is in today's NFL. It's the heartbeat of any championship defense, and Philadelphia has been keen on strengthening that unit. But, as with any team, there are challenges. The Eagles made a decision earlier in the offseason to trade away Bryce Huff, a move that was initially met with some questions from fans. The team was trying to avoid locker room drama and keep things tight-knit, but in doing so, they inadvertently lost some depth at the edge rusher position. And that's where the story gets interesting. Without Huff, the depth chart at edge rushers suddenly got a bit thinner. Nolan Smith, the young linebacker and pass rusher from Georgia, is expected to be the leader of that group. Smith showed flashes last season, and many believe he has the potential to be a game-changer. But beyond him, the Eagles are relying on Jalix Hunt, Azeez Ojulari, and Josh Uch, players who are still relatively unproven at the NFL level. Sure, Ojulari has shown promise with the Giants, and Uch was a key contributor in New England, but consistency and production are still up for grabs. The Eagles are banking on their coaching staff to develop these players, but they also recognize that to truly contend, they need more experienced and reliable pass rushers. And that's exactly why the signing of Matthew Judon becomes such a game-changer. Judon, a veteran edge rusher with a proven track record, could be the missing piece. Coming off a season with the Atlanta Falcons, Judon has been a disruptive force when healthy. Last year, despite some injury setbacks and a less-than-stellar statistical output, registering 25 pressures and 6 sacks, he's still a player with the talent and experience to wreak havoc. It's worth noting that Judon's 2023 campaign was hindered by a torn bicep he suffered earlier in the year, which clearly affected his performance. Prior to that, he was one of the most feared pass rushers in the league, especially during his time with the New England Patriots, where he racked up 17 sacks in 2022 alone. Now, why would the Eagles be so interested in bringing Judon into the fold? Well, first, because his skill set fits perfectly with what the Eagles are trying to do on defense. With Vic Fangio's scheme, known for its complex blitz packages and emphasis on aggressive pass rushes, Judon could thrive. Fangio's defense is all about versatility, disguises, and relentless pressure, and Judon's ability to bend the edge and get after the quarterback would be invaluable. Plus, with the Eagles' deep rotation on the defensive line, Judon wouldn't be overused. The team's depth at defensive end and outside linebacker means they can keep him fresh throughout the season, ensuring he maintains his high level of play game after game. And there's more to this story. Judon's potential return to form isn't just about his individual talent, it's also about chemistry. He'd be reunited with Josh Uch, who was his teammate in New England. Uch has been developing steadily, and having Judon as a mentor and partner on the edge could really accelerate his growth. The Eagles could be building a formidable duo, reminiscent of the Patriots' edge rushers from a few years ago, with Judon providing that veteran leadership and Uch bringing youthful explosiveness. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The NFC East has always been a fiercely competitive division, and with teams like the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants making moves of their own, the Eagles can't afford to rest on their laurels. The addition of Judon could be the piece that tips the scales in their favor, especially as they aim for another deep playoff run and a shot at the Super Bowl. The Eagles have already shown that their roster is one of the most talented in the league, but adding a seasoned pass rusher like Judon could be the difference maker that elevates them from good to great. It's also interesting to consider how this signing aligns with the team's long-term strategy. The Eagles have been meticulous about building both youth and experience, blending young talent with veteran leadership. Judon fits neatly into that mold. His presence offers not only pass-rushing prowess, but also leadership in the locker room, which is vital for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. It's about creating that winning culture, and Judon's experience in high-stakes games, including playoff battles, can be invaluable for the younger players trying to find their footing. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, the expectations are sky-high for the Eagles. They have a talented roster on both sides of the ball, but the defense, especially the pass rush, has been an area they've wanted to improve. The signing of Judon could be the move that pushes them over the top. Fans are already dreaming about the possibilities. Imagine Judon and Uch consistently pressuring quarterbacks, forcing turnovers, and setting up the offense for short fields. The Eagles' secondary, with Darius Slay and the emerging young talent, can thrive even more when the opposing QB is under constant threat. And speaking of the secondary, remember, the Eagles' defense isn't just about pass rushers. They have a solid core in the backfield, and with a more aggressive front, opponents might find it even harder to find open receivers. The defensive scheme under Fangio is designed to create chaos, and Judon's addition would only amplify that chaos. The NFC East offensive coordinators are surely already scheming on how to neutralize Judon, but the Eagles are confident that his versatility and relentless motor will make him a nightmare for any blocker. Now, how does this all fit into the bigger NFL landscape? Well, every move like this sends ripples through the league. The Eagles are clearly positioning themselves to be top contenders once again, and signing Judon signals that they're serious about maintaining their dominance. It also puts pressure on division rivals to respond, whether through trades, signings, or strategic game planning. NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most exciting divisions in recent memory, with the Eagles trying to reclaim their throne and push for that elusive Super Bowl title. And let's not forget, the Eagles' fanbase is among the most passionate and dedicated in the NFL. They've seen the highs and lows over the years, but what's clear is that this team is always in the conversation. With this signing, the team's front office has sent a clear message. They are all in on competing now and in the future. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, already imagining the roar of the Lincoln Financial Field when Judon rushes the passer, or when he makes a crucial sack in a playoff game. This move isn't just about adding another player. It's about reinforcing the identity of a team that's hungry for another Super Bowl ring. And for the players themselves, the addition of Judon can be a huge morale boost. A veteran of his caliber coming into the locker room can elevate everyone's game. Young players like Nolan Smith and the other emerging talents will have a perfect example of professionalism and work ethic to learn from. Judon's leadership and experience can help shape the team's culture, pushing everyone to perform at their best when it matters most. So, as we look ahead to the upcoming season, it's clear that the Philadelphia Eagles are making all the right moves to stay at the top of the NFC. This signing of Matthew Judon might just be the catalyst that propels them even further, transforming an already talented defense into one of the league's most feared units. It's an exciting time to be an Eagles fan. The team has the talent, the coaching, and now, the veteran edge rusher who can make the difference in those critical moments. The NFC East is about to get even more competitive, and the Eagles are positioning themselves to dominate once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now I want to hear from all of you. What's your take on this move? Do you think Matthew Judon is the missing piece for the Eagles' defense? Are you excited about seeing him back on the field in midnight green? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters not only to us but also to this passionate Eagles family. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned, stay hyped, and let's keep the conversation going. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the rise, and with Judon joining the squad, the future looks even brighter. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Birds!